fabulous executive living bordering Oak Mountain State Park. Colleen and David Black, Keller Williams Realty, 356-5412. Call on Colleen.
This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday morning, the 16th day of June. James Spann here. After another convective complex late yesterday and early last night, looks like the weather calming down in the days ahead, and the heat cranks up a notch. Let's look at some of the Skycam shots around the network this morning. That's the Birmingham view looking east from the top of the Daniel building. The sky mostly clear. From Tuscaloosa, that's a view there from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse, looking out over the Hugh Thomas Bridge. And we'll peek at the Gulf Shore Skycam. A little daylight there at 5 o'clock. That's the view from the Phoenix All Suites. And by the way, if you're beach-bound this week, beautiful weather. Really hardly any rain around for the next 5 days with sunny days, fair nights, wonderful weather. By the way, the water temperature's up to 88 degrees now down at the Dauphin Island Sea Lab. So water getting awfully warm. And speaking of that, just for the fun of it, we'll peek at the tropics, and things are quiet out there. Across the core of the tropical Atlantic basin, the Gulf of Mexico, awfully quiet. Same for the Caribbean, the Atlantic, so no need to worry about tropical storms anytime soon. Up this way, guess what? Another MCS over the midsection this morning, but this time we think it's going to stay north of the state. There's a look at the radar this morning. Pretty nasty-looking bow echo there south of Kansas City, and that will be traversing southern Missouri, and that could affect parts of Tennessee and Kentucky. But, again, we think the core of that this time will stay north. And so do the folks at Norman. This is the Storm Prediction Center's Day 1 convective outlook. And they've got the corridor today running from Omaha, Kansas City, and St. Louis down to Nashville, Louisville, Augusta, Georgia, and Columbia, South Carolina. May be clipping the northeastern corner of the state, but as the ridge begins to build in, we think much of the state will be dry today. Now remember, there's always some risk of a storm on a hot summer day, but we think a lot of folks will stay dry. Tomorrow, slight risk up north for parts of the upper Midwest. And on day 3, the Great Lakes, upper Midwest with the severe weather risk. Pretty standard look there for a summertime. And accordingly, the heaviest rain should be up there as well. Notice the graphic here suggesting no rain. By the way, this is valid through Saturday evening at 7. Now, we might disagree. We think that we'll begin to see scattered storms again on Saturday as we start the weekend with the front easing in here. But no doubt for the rest of this week, the weather should be relatively dry from San Antonio to Birmingham. Now look at modeling. This is the OZGFS at 1 o'clock today. This is at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet off the ground. That 588 ridge nosing north. And again, you can see the model suggesting the bulk of the thunderstorm areas today, again, from Des Moines and Kansas City and St. Louis down to near Wilmington and Charleston. Missing us just to the north. Tomorrow, the ridge gets stronger. So it should be a sunny and a hot day. And the heat is the story, mid-90s. Now, I don't think it gets hotter because of the good soil moisture. That's going to put a cap on things, thank goodness. But it's going to be humid. The heat index will be near 100. Same thing on Thursday. 588 ridge right on top of us. So mostly sunny and hot. Friday, not a lot of change. But note that Vortmax approaching Kansas City. And then Saturday, notice how the trough begins to beat that ridge down. The flow freshens up. And again, with the surface boundary drifting in here from that surface low northeast of here, we think there could be a few showers and storms on Saturday. No all-day kind of rain, of course, but we might have to dodge a storm or two. And then on Sunday, the core of the heat is off to the west. The trough is over the east coast. And again, that should allow for at least some risk of scattered storms, and Monday of next week, pretty much the same thing. The core of the heat bubble over Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Arkansas. And we'll peek out there at the end of the forecast, the first day of July. And that kind of looks what you'd expect to see around Independence Day. Core of the westerlies are up north, ridging down here. More muggy and again, some risk of scattered showers and storms if that's right, and that's what we expect in early July. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog, AlabamaWX.com. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.